Our guest at halftime, the president of the U.S. Soccer Federation, Sunil Gulati. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure to be here with you.
Tumultuous time in world soccer, unopposed election for Sepp Blatter, discord and turmoil in CONCACAF, corruption allegations first. There were a handful of abstentions for Sepp Blatter in his unelected election. For whom did the U.S. vote or abstain?
We voted. We voted for Sepp Blatter. There wasn't another candidate in the election, and we didn't think it made sense to abstain. We had talked to a number of people, including the English FA, and decided to vote for President Blatter. He's promised reforms. We support a lot of reforms, even beyond maybe where he's willing to go right now, and we thought that was the best way to move forward.
How would you describe the intensity of the need for reform in FIFA?
Very high, and across a number of different areas. So we think they should look outside to get some help and have someone review the processes. And it's not just the corruption issues, it's governance issues in general. So we're very supportive of that. We'll do everything we can to influence that, and we hope to see those start immediately.
Do you have confidence FIFA can clean itself up?
I think you're going to see a number of things happen, and they've talked about reaching out to some outside people, and I think they'll do more than that over time. There'll be a lot of pressure to do that, and I think you'll see it happen.
Sunil, given what you said about change and reform in FIFA, there are those that would say that a vote for Blatter is in conflict with American values, principles, fairness, honesty. What do you say to that?
No, I don't think that's the case. I mean, there were some charges against him. They were quickly dismissed. So I think he's pledged to try to do some things that are different. The IOC did the same and had their moment more than a decade ago, and we think that's the best way to go. An abstention in this case doesn't do anything. It doesn't send a message. To take the moral high ground is fine unless you're standing on quicksand, and I don't think taking the moral high ground was the right thing to do. We did that. We're going to push for reforms.
Sunil, what's the chance of a revote for 2022 World Cup?
There's been a lot of inquiries about that, Taylor. The new German representative to the Exco has asked about it, but there isn't any proof of anything. So there's a lot of rumors. Who knows what might happen in the future? But at this stage, we're just waiting.
Is it 0% though?
No, I don't think anything is 0%. But the president made clear that Russia and Qatar were hosting the World Cup based on what the current information is.
CONCACAF has had, I believe, 3 presidents or acting presidents in the course of a week. How would you describe the stability in CONCACAF?
No, there's obviously been a tumultuous week, even more so than in the FIFA world. The Gold Cup starts tomorrow. It's an important competition, so I think everyone will rally around that. And hopefully, over the next few weeks, you'll see some changes there as well. That's very important because our route to FIFA is through CONCACAF, and I think we can effectuate a lot of change there in very short order.
Very quickly, you said a number of areas that FIFA needs reform. What's the biggest area that needs reform?
Well, in general terms, it's governance. Transparency, external review, and if you have that as a starting point, I mean, people aren't going to always do the right thing. That's why you need good rules and good governance procedures in place.
A tumultuous time in world soccer, and Sunil Gulati.